Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Sword Art Online Hollow Realization for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah!
Brought to you by Bandai Namco. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when more SAO arrives every day on K-Wing's Let's Plays.
Woohoo!
Without further ado, Link starts! Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to SAO here on K-Wing's Let's Plays, and the Hollow Realization continues.
I'm starting to realize that this game is a hollow something.
Okay, so anyway, it's back to the desert land today, and
I don't know where I was going with that. That's what happens when you start talking before you think. It's like every single day of my life.
Is that a thing with blondes? A little bit.
I don't know. I was gonna watch a video. They said that the blonde trope is just made in movies. It's not real. That blondes aren't really like dumb. That like it's just like a thing.
Oh no, I never said blondes are dumb. They're kind of oblivious.
Yeah, I know.
That's a big difference.
I know. My parents used to, and other people that I knew growing up used to say I was like the absent-minded professor, where I would be thinking a lot of things, like about, you know, my history class or whatever, and then I would end up bumping into the wall. So they said I was like a absent-minded professor. So I can totally understand that. Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay.
Maybe we should start this episode over. Oh, I feel awkward.
You always feel awkward.
Yeah, that's the story of my life. There is no rewind button in life. If there was, I would still be like on level 1 of my life right now, because I would have tried to redo it over and over and over again to make it perfect!
Yikes.
Let's continue the games.
Okay, so we just need to find Asuna so we can head back out to the map.
Pretty soon you're gonna see me, like, sitting here, like, twisting my neck, and, like, it's gonna turn all the way around. It's gonna freak you out.
Ooh. Oh, there's Premier. And there's Asuna. 2 birds, 1 stone. Hello, Asuna.
You know, I was thinking about you. Okay, I can hear this stuff much better now with your other headphones. You want to walk around? It's fine with me.
Yes, we always have to ask permission to go on a walk. Because, you know.
You do.
Okay, fine. Well,
is that a problem?
She is very intimate. We should be able to hold her hand, no big. Yep, there we go.
Look at this. Kirito just slaps on the same outfit every day. I don't even think he bothers to comb his hair, and then Asuna has to wear this beautiful dress and get all these accessories and get ready for Kirito, so he better ask her if it's okay to walk around with her.
Yep, now he's picking her up in public, which she used to hate. Now she doesn't mind so much. If you were anywhere near people, she would get freaked out and be like, "Let me down. I don't like this."
I was gonna say something mean about Kirito, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, that's probably.
I was gonna say, well, she's used to it by now. She's realized that she's settled. She's like, well, this is the guy. Never mind.
Also, it's a video game world. Guys don't really change their outfits all too much.
I know.
It has to do with the stats and stuff of the armor that he has. Things like that,
I think he's wearing her down, basically.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, the fact that he wants to hold her like that is very sweet.
What's Premier doing?
I mean, I just feel like the people who design this game must be hopeless romantics, because it's very sweet they added all these little things in about... This is what makes the game for me. The bridal carry, the hand-holding, it's so
the little dating elements?
Adorable.
Well, I mean, it's part dating sim.
I've never seen a game like this before.
Well, you probably won't like the SAO game coming out in May. Well, Asuna's not going to be around for half the game because Kirito ends up getting injured and gets put into this underworld, so to speak.
Well, the thing is, like, with it...
So he has to live his entire life over without her.
I just feel like... I don't know how guys think of dating, but it just feels like their objective is like, okay, how many times can I bridal carry her and hold her hand? It's like, that's not really what dating is. You're supposed to, like, learn about the other person and get to know them. Like, he's not... It's like he's just nodding at whatever she says just so he can get a kiss. It just bothers me.
No, this is just a mini game.
Oh, okay, because it feels like he is a jerk. And I'm I'm starting to wonder if I should give Asuna a call and say this guy is just literally telling you whatever. He called your friends and saw what you wanted.
It's already a done deal between them. She literally died for him, and he died for her. I mean, they're it. I mean, they.
Yeah, that's true. Once you like give your life for somebody, that's pretty.
I mean, that's what I don't understand. The people that don't like Asuna, it's like they've already gone.
You can't.
And done the most.
It creates a extreme bond with people if you risk your life for them.
But I mean, it says a famous line. You know, the ultimate show of love is to lay your life down for. You know. So I mean, when Asuna did that to protect Kirito, and then Kirito did that to defeat the boss and got to be with Asuna.
There's no greater love than one that lays his life down for his friend.
Exactly. So I mean, when that happened, I mean, that kind of cemented their relationship. Like, they'd already gone well above what normal people's both emotional and mental state of mind will be in a relationship.
Well, there's a lot of similarities between Kirito and Asuna for us, because we've had a lot of life or death things that we've had to stand up for each other for, and I feel like that's why, like, I think we can relate to the characters a lot, because it's like before that moment where you would stand up for them or risk your life for them or kind of like make a life to death decision, like you're thinking, you're not sure or whatever, or like you may be, you know, on the fence, like, is this person right for me? But once you risk your life for them, you've made that decision within that moment. Okay, yep. I've decided once and for all, like, I'm laying everything down on the line. This person is for me. So, I mean, if they've both done that, then they both given everything for the other person. There's no way you can go back at that point. If you are, you're a complete jerk.
And they couldn't really go back with it completely, because even though he meets Alice in the underworld, there's still a part of him that feels like his life is not whole, and even with Alice.
Even if you were a complete jerk and you went against someone that already gave their life for you, or you gave your life for them, you still wouldn't love the new person as well as the person you gave your life for, because it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, I agree to that. But I think probably the sweetest thing that I saw is when Asuna comes to save Kirito in goddess mode, like basically using an account that's like an admin account, like for the underworld, and she goes in to save him. When he sees her, he has tears coming out of his eyes, and he's supposed to be in a vegetable state, so he actually shows some type of response.
Like he reacts a little bit. He
reacts. He can't talk still, and he can't really see, but he felt her, and he tried to put his hand up to hold her, but he has no strength.
That's like people that are in a coma, that have been in a coma for years, and then someone that they know or love holds their hand, and they suddenly move. They haven't moved in like...
I teared up when I saw the tears coming out of both their eyes, and it was just like everything that Kirito has been through, and he's been separated from her for what feels like years for him, and he's in this strange world with people he doesn't know, and that she came to help him. It was just like, oh, the feels. Oh, it's so powerful, this scene. Oh my gosh. I love them even more.
I don't know. I was just thinking about something that doesn't matter, but it was...
Hi, Premiere. Are you free? Sorry, I just gotta...
It's completely fine. You're playing the game.
So we have...
I have no events listed in my calendar. This means I am free, apparently.
Oh, so you've got time to chat then. Great!
I was gonna play my fashion game on my phone. Yes.
Asuna's like, yay!
Let us converse.
Oh wait, is this gonna be dialogue? No.
全ての NPC が AI 化されている。もう一人、つまり彼女は自分の意志でジェネシスと行動を共にしていることに。
It's breaking the
彼女
pattern.
にとってそれが最良の選択なのか。
I have to change your band-aid.
怒っていますか
Are you upset, Kirito?
いや、ちょっと考え事をしてい
Alright,
た
I
ん
can
だ。
actually hear the game now.
難しい顔をしていました。その顔を見ると、私は心配になります。
Wow, Mir's feeling empathy? I thought that was a human emotion.
ああ、そうだな。ごめん。 ミア、どうしたんだよ。
Oh, that's gonna look
急に
bad.
腕にしがみついてきて。
Get off my arm.
こうしてぴったりして
That's
あげ
why
ると、あ
Kirito shouldn't date
な
a
た
lady
は以
that
前
holds a
元気に
sword.
なったという話を
Asuna informed me that this often makes you happy. Oh.
アスナさん、
Uh,
何を教えているんですか。
What is she teaching you? お
二人でデート中？
And Kirito's dead.
アスナさんに言っちゃおうかな。
Yikes.
違うって。これはむしろアスナのせいというか、なんというか、とにかくプレミア離れて。
元気になりましたか？
Oh my gosh.
なった。元気になったから。
では、
Disengage.
disengage.
ところで
Abort.
シロのリー
Abort.
は二人はクエストの帰りか。
Yes, change the subject, Kirito. Smart.
強引に話を変えたわね。まあいいけ
They're
ど、
gonna talk about this for an hour now.
Oh, they're gonna tell
プレミ
Asuna.
アの次のクエストを探しに行ってきたのよ。ジェネシスに先を越されないためにも、
The
情
drama
報は集
begins.
めておかないとね。
Yep.
そうだな。
I just realized that
I
fashion
feel
channels on the
hopeless looking
internet
like
only exist just for the drama.
Yeah.
それで何かつかめたか。
So what did you guys learn?
へへん、バッチリ情報を手に入れてきたよ。
What is this good stuff?
とある野営地に成績らしきものがあるっていう話が出てきたの。
And
と言っても、これ以上はプレミアについてきてもらう必要があるから、情報はここまでなんだけど。
okay.
そうか。じゃあこれからプレミアとその野営地に行ってくるよ。
But wait, if you guys bring Premiere, you're gonna progress this.
だったら、
Okay.
私たちが案内するわ。
いいのか？戻ってきたばっかりなのに。
大丈夫だよ。そのために急いだんだから。それに、プレミアちゃんと二人きりにするといろいろ心配だし。
Hmm.
I mean, are they joking or what? I don't understand.
じゃあ行きましょう。
They obviously know you weren't doing anything with Premiere.
ここか。
I should hope so, or Asuna's gonna kill
リ
us.
ンゴね。私たちが来た時はただの空き地だったのに、プレミアを連れてきたから野営地になってる。
You do not cross the lightning flash.
インスタンスマップっ
What's
て
that?
ことだな。
Asuna's nickname?
Want to know her other
でも
nickname?
県外なんだね、
The
ここ。
Berserker Healer.
他にも県外村とかあるし、
It's weird.
そうした場所は珍しくないよ。
She's got a lot of nicknames, actually.
へえ、そうなんだ。
More than
それじゃあ
Kirito.
早速聞き込みをしてみましょうか。
すいません。成績について聞きたいんですけど。
よそ者であるあなたが一族の守りである聖なる石に
Male
怒りをか
NPC.
Wow, that's his name?
その聖なる石っていうのは
That's so
これ
weird.
と同じものですか？
それはまさしく聖なる石。なぜあなたがそれを？
お
おお、我らの聖なる石が輝いている。もしや
Whoops.
私ですか？
あなた様は言い伝えに登場する女神様では？
Probably.
キリト、私は女神ですか？
多分
Taboo. Probably.
じゃあ、女神です。
女神や伝承といったクエストの情緒が。
おお、やはりそうでしたか。
You could not.
Hmm.
我々の住む村は数ヶ月前に魔物に襲われました。
Okay.
Okay.
しかし一族に伝わる言い伝えを信じ、こうして逃げ延びてきたのです。大地が魔物で覆い尽くされる時、必ずや魔物に立ち向かう者が訪れるであろう。その時は村の守り神である聖なる石を託しなさいと。
この辺の話は元々のプレミアのクエストなのかしら。
Perhaps.
おそらくな。今の話と 第一切断との関係はないと思う。
あくまで必要な部分だけ改変したんだね。崩壊シミュレーションモジュールっていう独自稼働プログラムは。
いや、しかしお待ちください。
Soft what?
確か言い伝えにある女神様は
It's
過
like
去の
but hark or something. It's like a phrase people
もし
used.
本当に
If you
女神
truly
様
are the
であれば
goddess.
もう一方もお連れください。
Oh, we have to bring the other one? Uh-oh. Well, that could work both ways.
だそうです。
Something people used to say in old movies, like soft
Naruhodo.
comes he approaches.
なんか急に話が切られたわね。
Well, that's good to know.
本来なら
Fun facts.
2人の女神が揃っている状況で話しかけるはずのイベントなんだろうな。
でも女神が2人必要だっていうイベント条件はこちらとしてはありがたいね。
What a stroke of luck.
確かにこれならジェネシスも成績を手にすることはできないからな。けど
けど
Hmm.
安心ばかりしていら
Sorry,
れないわ。
but Kirito's
I tried
sister with her
going
shirt
to
open like that
Megami
makes me
Soroe
it's made me uncomfortable this entire game.
それってプレミアちゃんを無理やり連れて行く可能性があるってことだよね。
It's weird.
ああ、だから絶対にプレミアを守
Especially
らないと。
around Kirito.
ひとまず女神一人だけじゃイベントが進まないのは分かった。一旦街に帰ろう。ジェネシスがどう出るか冷静に見極める必要がある。
No more meetings. I just want to play the game. No. We're back. I think it'd be best if I knew everything there is to know about your quest and Genesis's whereabouts.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
We need to keep chasing Genesis by progressing through the game. You mean I get to control me again? Oh, please. Please let me be able to control me. Yay! Alright, we're out of here. Let's go do some action.
Let's do 4 hours of dialogue.
No, no more dialogue. No, 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 no. Had enough of
aside
that.
from the fact that everyone talks really slow and there's tons of dialogue, do you like the story of this game or no?
I mean, the story is okay. I mean, I kind of like it better than Lost Song and some of the other ones. I mean, this is a
Yeah.
fun SAO game to play.
Yeah, of all the SAO games we've done, this is my favorite that we've done.
I mean, Fatal Bullet wasn't really about Kirito and company. You played as characters that were new characters,
I
and
wasn't a big fan of that, and I definitely wasn't a fan of the one with the field with Lost Song.
yeah, Lost Song was
This,
pretty.
I feel like the meat of SAO is Kirito and Asuna and their relationship, so without
I agree.
without them in it, it's just stupid. Or if Asuna doesn't look like Asuna, or if they're not actually... I mean, I keep complaining about this game, how they're referring to the old SAO, but in reality, if they weren't referring to the old SAO, I probably wouldn't like the game, so the fact that they keep referring to it... I wish they wouldn't be so dramatic with it all the time, like, oh no. Like, oh my gosh, there's a piece from the old game, it could come back. But we're still in the game for some reason, because we're morons. Like, why would you... It's basically like, I'm not very good at watching like horror or like thriller movies because everyone's like, oh no, the evil person could come back and destroy us all. It's like, then why don't you just leave? But they don't. They're just like, oh no, what's gonna happen? It's like, just leave! I get so annoyed at characters when they start freaking out and they don't just leave. I would just log out immediately. That's my PSA now.
No, I mean, they could log off because there's nothing preventing them from, you know.
If it's really that dangerous, they should just log out. I don't...
Well, they couldn't log out before, like
Yeah,
the original SAO, but this one, I mean,
That's what I'm saying,
they're
like-
what they're trying to do in this one, from what I understand of the story, is they're trying to find a way to save VR, because if Aincrad comes back, that's going to cause public outcry, and you know, the survivors and the survivors' families, because you have to remember, like, 6,000 people died.
Oh, so they're actually trying to help other people. I thought they were just trying to save themselves.
No, they're trying to save all VR now, because if that comes back, I mean, think about the media backlash. That was supposedly destroyed. You know, if the thing that was the instrument of destruction and death for so many somehow manages to just come back.
I feel like a huge reason why we didn't get the PlayStation VR is because of SAO, to be honest.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt.
It's like 51% of the reason why I did not get it.
I don't trust VR. And I'm definitely, when video games are gonna plug into like the neurons of your brain or something like that, no way.
Yeah, the fact that they're talking about stuff that they were literally talking about, it almost feels like in the back of my mind, I start to wonder if someone who made SAO like heard something from somebody from the future that came back to warn people, because it's weird when you write a story that good about something that scary and then you see stuff in the news that stuff similar to like that is gonna happen, you start to wonder, did they get some information from someone in the future? Because I mean, there have been things media things that have been made, and then things like that have actually happened later on. Like,
I mean, The Simpsons had predicted the future a couple times, but I mean, I think that I haven't really heard the story behind why they did the Nerve Gear thing and why it was. I think that they were just kind of playing into people's fears about technology and the fact that you're wearing the technology and it somehow puts you into a sleep state when you wear it, like it's connected to your brain in a sense, like.
yeah.
And what would be the danger of this if someone were able to mess around with, like, why would they even have like a dangerous feature built into the Nerve Gear to begin with, though? That's the terrifying part.
They probably didn't tell anyone it was dangerous. Like, they probably told people, oh, it'll just connect to your brain so you'll be able to play the game easier. They probably didn't tell people, like, it had the thing that could shut off your brain and kill you. I mean, why would they tell people that part of it?
I think somehow Kaiba, like, hacked it or something like that. Because what it would do is when someone perished in the game, it would send, like, an electric shock to fry your brain.
Yeah. But I mean, they wouldn't advertise it like that when they sold the game in the anime world. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have to tell you everything. Like, for instance, like half the food that you get in the stores has all kinds of really bad chemicals in it. They don't tell you that in the food commercials. They tell you that it's all natural and it has guava in it.
It's guava.
And essence.
It's all natural. It's got guava.
I mean, if you have to actually look at the back of the box to see what's actually in it. They're not going to tell you unless they have to. That's the same with the Nerve Gear. They're not going to tell you that they put something in it that could be dangerous. They're not. The government probably didn't even know. How would if you make technology that's beyond what anyone understands, such as, like, you know, if you're dealing with technology that the government doesn't understand, look at how stupid the government is right now. They don't even understand, you know, this whole COPPA thing. They can't even comprehend the difference between adult gamers and young gamers. The gaming world is so beyond them. They're so out of touch with reality. You're telling me that if you made a, you know, new age state of the art Nerve Gear thing, you're telling me the government would be able to, like, dissect it and know what it could do to your brain and be able to make a rule? They wouldn't be able to even know what it does. They'd just be like, oh, there's new technology, have fun with that. Yep. They wouldn't be able to. You can't make a law about something you don't even understand. So no, of course, people. I don't think, like, look at Tony Stark. His company is a privatized company. So he makes things like the Iron Man suit and other technology, like that thing that makes his heart go that nobody can understand and all this stuff. He can create technology that the government doesn't even have the means to create. His level of technology is way beyond the level that the government is able to do, which I believe that the private things that are created in the private sector are always going to be beyond government level technology. So the government isn't going to understand it. That's just what I believe. And I know people are going to be like, well, the government has secret operations. They do. And yeah, the government has technology that we don't know about, that they're working on underground with aliens or whatever they're doing. Who cares? But, like, yeah, that's fine. Whatever they want to do. Whatever the dark stuff they want to do. But the reality is that that Tony Stark is still making stuff that they don't understand. That is, like, different. There's all different branches of technology, you know? He made stuff that they did not know about, that they could not understand. And just like Kaiba, he made Nerve Gear that the government you know, they would have to take years to research it to figure out what it is, and by that time, everyone's already dead. So, I just, there's no way you can make a rule about something you don't understand.
I agree to that. Yeah, I don't think they. I don't think they understood like all the things that were going on with that technology. I agree with that. It was kind of like a surprise. Like later in the third season, though, the government is taking an interest in a lot of this technology, and there's a real world arc happening at the same time as Kirito being unconscious inside the underworld, where I believe in the manga it's the US government that comes and tries to steal the technology, but in the anime they don't make it the US government. It's a group of people that's hired by the NSA to steal this technology from Japan.
I don't understand why the US government would be going to Japan. Like, why can't they just stay on their own soil? I don't understand. Wouldn't it be the Japanese government jurisdiction? I don't really understand why they would do that. Well, of course
because the Japanese were the ones who came up with the technology.
Oh, they wanted to steal it from Japan.
And the reason why they wanted to do it is because they're developing like these human souls in this underworld. They want to use that in war, like to be able to identify, make really smart computers. Think like Skynet, but even smarter.
Create computers with souls.
Exactly.
Of silicon.
Yep.
But souls nonetheless.
Yep. That's the whole point. They want to take Alice, which is that AI, and they want to be able to put her to military like things.
Did you hear about the fact that they had these two, like, I mean, right now they're trying to do all kinds of AI stuff, like with the government and all these other private companies, but they had these two bots, like bots online, and they were trying to have these bots make their own language. I forgot if it was the government or a private robotic company. But they had them on Facebook, I believe. They were Facebook bots or something.
Interesting.
And they had them start communicating with each other, and they had to shut them down because the two bots started communicating with each other and started making their own language.
Whoa.
And it was like, it freaked people out that were creating it, so they had to shut them both down. Like,
yeah, I would say that would definitely freak people out.
Like, the language had to do with like zeros and ones, and like they were making their own kind of humor or something. It was really weird.
Gosh.
And, yeah, I mean, it's just, the fact that a computer, you know, I would have never thought, like, say, growing up in the 90s or whatever, I would have never thought in a million years, like, everyone's like, well, you know, like, we're gonna make computers in the future that are gonna have personality and be learning and all this stuff. And I thought, yeah, it's never gonna learn. Like, I remember working at the grocery store being like, well, a computer can never comprehend everything I'm doing because I have to make decisions that they can't understand. Like, here's somebody that needs help to their car. How is a computer gonna do this? Like, but now, it's like, now I look at it and I'm thinking, wait, there are computers that are learning, and there are computers that are kind of developing a personality, and it is, I would have never thought. I mean, people could probably be like, oh, there's not, but there really are. Like, there's some weird stuff going on with computers.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
It's just,
but getting back to this game, so their biggest fear is like Aincrad has a lot of significance to SAO survivors and also the people who didn't make it.
Yeah.
Like, to have that come back would probably destroy all VR because there'd be like this huge public thing. But also these people, the Kirito team, they have come to like the NPC characters and view them as like living people because they aren't acting like normal NPCs, they're acting like actual people inside this, you know, virtual world. And if Aincrad comes back to life, how that happens is by the death of the previous world.
Yeah, but as much as you want to believe that they're like people, they're not actually people. Like, I understand, like, Red Tornado, and I love Red Tornado and stuff, it's just, in the end of the day, they're really just computer programs. No matter how much they appear like people, they're not.
But I mean, personally, the story to me, the only interesting aspect is the fact that there are two premieres now. which I kind of theorized, and I'm curious to see how that's going to play out and what role Genesis has in this, because Genesis is just a little punk. He's not the Black Swordsman. He doesn't have the skills that Kirito has. He must be hacking. He's got to be doing something that's getting him by the game, because there's just no way. He's just a normal player.
Yeah.
Just like we played as a normal player in Fatal Bullet. We were just a random player.
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to empathize with what they're feeling, like that they're gonna lose the NPCs. I'm trying to empathize with it, but it's not the same. There's a human is a human, and a computer is a computer. A computer is made out of electrical circuits, and a human being has like the breath of life in them, so it's completely different.
Oof, I don't like the mosquito things. Also, I'm trying to find, every time I go back to that map, I'm trying to find the next area we're supposed to get to in order to find that little exclamation mark.
I'm sorry for asking you what you thought about the game and
no worries.
And getting too weird into computer stuff. I mean, maybe they're just trying to scare us with the stuff, but it does feel like computers are, you know, it feels like computers are learning and stuff, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, let's try this giant door here. Maybe that'll lead us to where we need to go. To progress further, you must first beat... Oh. Okay. Oh, that's upsetting.
But at the same time, like...
Hang on.
Yeah,
I need,
it's okay.
Can I get your help here a little bit? See that exclamation mark? Where are we supposed to go to... And I thought it would be the one that's closest there. That exit right there. But...
I don't... Oh, if I could see the map again, I don't know. So where are we? We're going up? So you thought it would be the swords at the top there?
Yeah, I thought it would be like the closest spot.
Maybe it's that red thing over to the right.
But see how there's no little dotted line that shows where entry or exit
There's
path
a dotted
is?
line at the very top of the map.
Yeah.
I guess we could try that.
And we might also have to have Premiere in our party again, like last time, which we didn't know. But sometimes this is what I don't like, is like you just end up like running around aimlessly without any... You know where you're supposed to go on the map, but you can't find the way that leads there.
Yeah.
But you can see it on the map. You just can't find the road that takes you there. That's a little annoying.
Yeah, I mean...
And also, I still haven't figured out how to dual wield yet, and we're on our 35th episode now.
What I think is going to be really weird, like in 20 years, if I have to treat robots like they're the same as people.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
And like
terrifying.
I have to count them the same as, like, a human life is worth as much as a robot life. That would be very uncomfortable to me, because I would actually probably get called out online by saying I hate robots, and then there would be a new form of SJWs, because they would hate people that don't consider robots human beings. And
How dare you not like our robot overlords, Amber?
yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, I feel like that's going to be, if they really do create robots that, you know...
I mean, they're already starting to make robots, but it's going to be a long time before that they're stronger than humans and things like that.
Well, if I said it in 20 years, I'll probably get called out online, but I'll say it now. I won't accept robots as human beings. Like, I just won't. And that'll be probably considered a hate crime in 20 years. But I mean, all humans are created, you know, I believe all humans are created by God, and all, you know, humans are equal, and they all have the breath of life, no matter, you know, what, you know, nationality or race you are, how you look, any kind of like skin or hair tone or eyes or anything like that. And, you know, or, you know, whether you're male or female or whatever, like they're all, I believe all humans are equal, but once you start putting robots into that, it's just, those aren't human beings. Like, it's just...
Yeah, but right now, robots are, like, so weak. They're actually more fragile than humans, but yeah, 20, 30 years from now, if they keep going that route, then you could be looking at a type of, like, Terminator Skynet situation.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is that I've noticed, though, have you ever noticed that these robots, like, do... Like, I don't know if you've been following, but I follow, like, sci-fi, but I also follow actual things going on sometimes. It's like
to some extent.
I follow it a little bit, but some of these robots, especially that one that they're pushing that has no hair and she has all these mechanisms on the back of her head and she's like doing all these interviews. I noticed that a few times, like when she had to answer a very difficult question that would be complicated, they said that they needed time to program the answer into her before the interview. So it kind of shows me that one, either she was going to answer something they didn't want her to say, or two, she couldn't come up with the answer herself without a human helping her. So that's what was kind of interesting to me, that robots still need a lot of help, obviously.
They're still learning though, which is terrifying.
Yeah. This is fun.
Okay, so let's try to get there through the cave now.
I feel like our conversation is more scary than the game we're playing at this point.
I mean, okay, the gameplay for this game is fun, but it doesn't feel like there's any stakes.
Yeah.
I guess you could suppose the stakes could be, well, the stakes are, if we don't stop Genesis, then this whole world's going to be destroyed. It's like, so, I mean, yeah, they'll lose one VR world, but they still have ALO. This is like another server that they're on. This is a completely different game than the one that they were playing in Lost Song and stuff like that. That world is still fine. I mean, I guess they're worried about that if Ironclad comes back, then that's somehow going to destroy the love for VR because of all the atrocities that game caused. Even though in the anime, if memory serves correctly, Kirito was the one who resurrected it. Using that egg that he got from Kayaba. He gave birth to like all these worlds at the end of ALO, and one of those worlds was Ironguard. It came back.
Oh, okay, I see.
You know, and the reason why Kirito... See, I would never have done that because all the bad memories surrounding that, it's not just a game. That was like their prison for years.
Yeah.
And they want... At the end of that, they want to go back and beat the game? It's
like people who have like post-traumatic stress and stuff, like if you hear or see like a sound or a similar like visual thing that you saw when you were going through trauma, then everything can come back. And when you have the memory of it, it's as if you're reliving it. So you'll actually go through as much pain as if you're actually in it again. And many times, like, especially if you've taken years of therapy to heal, like, if you actually have that sound or smell or stimulus from the thing that made that the time that you were in great trauma for, like, many years, then if that's introduced back into, you may not recover again, because you're literally opening, like, there's physical wounds and there's mental wounds. So, like, if you skin your knee and you have a scab on your knee and the scab comes off, then it may not heal again because it'll be scarred forever because you didn't have time to heal.
Yep.
Like you ripped it open in the middle of healing. This is fun.
It's interesting. This is what happens when we get lost.
This is what happens when you talk to me. I should be talking about something bubbly and happy.
It's fine.
Fine, you want me to talk about some weird thing that people think is going to happen in the future with robots? Basically, people say that, like, because of the state, like, I mean, I don't want to get into it too much, but basically a lot of people are just going to design their own robot girlfriends. That's basically what it is.
Okay, I think I'm going to have to stop you there. Let's look at the map and see what we're doing wrong. See that exclamation mark right down there?
Yeah.
And there appears like there's a road that leads to it. You can see from the blue marker right there, there's a road.
Yeah.
But then there's all this other stuff here, but it doesn't go there. I mean, I've just been going all over the map trying to find where this next area is, and I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, they're supposed to go. What are you doing? Just go up. You have to go to the line.
I just came from the line, though.
Well, maybe you have to go back towards there. It's not... Like, I wouldn't go... I mean, I would just wander around that line area.
I'm gonna explore here again, and then we'll go back to the line,
Okay.
but I just came from the line. That was that cave area. So this is what I'm talking about, though. We're gonna try to see how there's a doorway over there on the other side, like past those little two green things. Maybe that doorway will lead us to where we need to go. Perhaps.
Okay, maybe it will, Luke.
Maybe it will.
I
maybe
do
it
see
won't.
a cave.
Yes, and
Cave in a mountain.
off camera, we're going to grind Kirito and company up a little bit more, and also try to uncover the mystery of the blasted dual wielding, because it just doesn't feel like Kirito without his awesome ability. You know?
Yeah.
It feels so weird for him to be carrying around just one sword.
I mean, that's why I don't understand why Asuna would really care if Premier was on Kirito's arm, because it's just a robot.
I mean,
don't really
she
understand.
taught.
She's just a computer program. Yeah, but why did she teach her to do that? It's so weird.
I don't know.
Or I think she was just saying that in conversation, like, oh, Kirito really likes it when I hold his arm, and then
Premier picked
Premier
up on that.
mistranslated it to, oh, Kirito really likes it when anyone holds his arm, but what she was saying, Kirito likes it when I hold his arm, but Premier is like a youngling. She's like a youngin. She's not understanding everything the way people are actually saying it.
Exactly.
She's just learning. She's a learning freaky AI person.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know, sometimes when I play video games and the characters keep getting harder the more I play the game, I wonder if I feel like in some games
There's AI in
the
games.
AI is actually learning when I'm playing, and it doesn't really freak me out, it makes me angry.
Well, yeah,
Because I'm just like, oh, I see. So now this game is going to be harder because it's learning how to defeat me. Yeah, go ahead.
a good example of that, the Nemesis system in one of those Lord of the Rings games, which was, I'm trying to remember the name of that Lord of the Rings game. It was the one where you played as that ghost guy that was half elf and half human merged to, you know, defeat the Army of Darkness and stuff like that. It was a really interesting game. It had 2 sequels, but the most compelling thing about that game is where when you would defeat an orc, it would come back and it would learn how you defeated it, and it made fighting that monster more difficult every time you beat it.
Wow.
And that was the AI in action.
What game was that called again, Luke? Or what did you
Shadow
say?
of War, Mordor. It was one of those.
It was a Warcraft game?
No, Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
It was a Warner Brothers game, and supposedly that system is being employed for the next Batman game.
Wow.
Yeah, which I don't think you would really need that because.
Is there any way that you could make an AI that learns so much that they're kind of undefeatable, or so frustrating that nobody even wants to play it because they're learning so much?
I mean, technically, if you would keep defeating those orc or urukai in that Lord of the Rings game, I think there would come to a point where it would be almost impossible to beat them. But you only have to beat them once or twice for the story. If you continually kept beating them, I mean, they would be so much stronger than you. Like, it was kind of like a Super Saiyan. A Super Saiyan, when they get defeated, they become stronger. When they're near death, they, like, just somehow level up even more. So, I mean, that's kind of what happens in that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I looked at that for a company. I kind of liked the game, but I didn't like that the AI was getting smarter than me. So, basically, every time I fought one of those monsters, I had to change up what I did. One time I used a fire arrow, one time I used explosions,
Yeah.
one time I used a spear or bow and arrow, and you would have to change up how you did things or you wouldn't be able to beat it. And also, that enemy could use different things against you. Like, one point, oh, well, I couldn't beat this guy hand-to-hand, so I'm going to attack him from far away as an archer now. I'm going to be like a sniper, or I'm going to, you know, use fire or bombs or magic.
Wow.
They would change. And they would have stronger armor to bypass, too. Level up.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah, I really don't like AI, like,
It's freaky.
things like that, but it's like, I guess they make it to make games more interesting, but I mean, even that one guy who used to always put his shield, like, in Zelda, I know it wasn't really AI, but it felt like it was in Link to the, or Link, what was the second Link game?
Link's Adventure?
Link's Adventure, where that enemy that you would fight would
Shadow
put
Link?
a shield up and down.
Oh, the Dark Nut. Yeah,
Just
yeah,
the
yeah.
regular enemies with their shield and their sword, they
Yep.
would be like shielding.
That was like early AI.
That was so annoying. Like, I couldn't believe it would make me so mad.
No, I don't want to hold your hand. But anyway, people, unfortunately, that's going to do it for today. We tried to go through that door, and, well, we're back to square one. So, I might have to stare at the map again with Amber quite a bit to figure out how we're going to get there. Also, we really need to learn how to dual wield, so that's going to be the focus of tomorrow's episode. But
Yay, dual
thanks for
wielding.
watching. We hope you guys enjoyed Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, starting up later today, I believe. And we'll see you guys with more SAO tomorrow. And stay tuned later today for more videos on K-Wings Let's Plays. God bless and happy gaming!